Okay, guys, so there's a few ways that we can align items and create layouts with Tailwind or with CSS in general. So we have Flexbox, we have the grid. We're going to talk about those. We also have just basic columns. If you look up, let's just say CSS columns, you'll see if we look at the document MDN documentation here, we can just define a number of columns. So that's 2, 3, 4, etc. There's other properties like column count, column width, etc. So what we're going to look at now are classes that have to do with that. So let's click on column layouts and let's go over to 12 columns index HTML. Let's close that up. All right, and I have all the classes here. So columns 1, 2, 3. And then you also have the widths here as well. So let's go ahead and add here. I'm going to do a wrapping div, and we'll do, let's say, columns dash 2. And then we'll have, let's actually use images. So I'll add my image. I'm going to give the image a class. We'll do width dash full, which is width 100%. And then for the source, we'll go to assets / image, and then let's do image 1 for that one. Let's close that sidebar up, and then I'll copy this down a couple times, and let's just change the image here. So image 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so no matter how many images or whatever we have in here, it's always going to be 2 columns, and it also doesn't matter the screen size with the way we have it. And I can change this, let's say we'll change it to 4, columns 4. And even if we change it to like column 6, even though we only have 4 images, it's still going to have the 2 extra spaces here. They're just empty. All right, now as far as the spacing in between here, let's make this back to 4. That is the gap, and we can close that up if we want with the class of gap-0. Okay, so that's saying we don't want any gap. If we do gap 1, that'll give us a little bit of space, gap 2, etc. All right, now you probably want your layout to be responsive, and having 4 columns on a mobile screen is not, that's probably not what you want to do. So you can actually use these down here. So for instance, column XS is going to make it so the images or whatever it is, could be just text content, they stack on small screens. So let's grab this, and instead of columns 4, let's do columns dash XS, and we'll just take away that gap. Okay, so now you can see that these images are stacking on small screens, and as soon as we move up, now it's at 2, up again, now it's at 3, 4, etc. All right, now we also have, we can set these aspect ratio classes. So let's see, what should we do here? Let's grab that, and we'll do a 4 column here. Okay, so we have these 4 columns down at the bottom, and we have a class of aspect video. So let's take the first one here and say aspect dash video. And you can see that now this image is a little smaller. It has the same aspect ratio as usually videos do. And then there's also aspect square. So in here we can say aspect dash square. And now you'll see that this image is pretty much an exact square. So, I mean, I don't really use these, and I don't really use the columns. When I need to align items, I'll use Flexbox for the most part, or Grid. But these are available, and I did want to show you guys this. But in the next video, we're going to get into Flexbox classes.